Since we got back from the cowboy action match and the Rossi was doing so poorly, we decided we didn't want to send it back to the factory because we've already tried that and we are not impressed by what they managed to do to it. So we went ahead and ordered the Gunz Rossi R92 slicking kit. I'm about halfway done with it. I haven't gotten to altering any of the parts in any major fashion, anything that would possibly ruin a part. I have done some grinding on the bolt and on the lever return spring down here, but that's really about it right now. I also took, and while I had the Dremel out, rounded the corners on this hammer here from where it was so hard and sharp.
Replace the safety.
Yeah, we replaced the safety in it too with a Gunz safety plug. I've had it apart a few times now. I'm getting it figured out and how to do it quickly and easily. We've also replaced the magazine plug with a stainless steel one from Gunz. We basically just assembled it at this point to find out how it functions right now and if there's anything that's already been altered beyond what I should have before I went all the way and didn't know if it was a spring I changed or something else. That's nice. That's a lot nicer. That's a lot nicer.
Okay, Robbie did go through this rifle. It feels much better. You just saw him shoot it. It seems to be functioning better. One of the things that we have not figured out yet is the loading gate. If you let it close, it can be very difficult to get it to open again to continue loading. Now, the Gunz kit takes you through all the parts to grind. You actually make some significant changes. We haven't made significant changes to the internal parts yet, but we have done all of the polishing steps, or Robbie has done all the polishing steps, altering the bottom of the bolt. The ejector spring was replaced, and the gate has been ground on a little bit to try and help improve its loading characteristics, but we should be able to push that gate open right now. And since it's come back from the factory, we've never been able to push that gate open. The little bit of grinding that he's done so far has helped it, but it's still, once it closes, it's very difficult to get it loading again. So for the moment, we still have to kind of do this silliness and make sure we hold the gate open. But we still have some alterations to make that hopefully will improve that. We're not above buying another gate and getting it in. Again, the Gunz kit that we ordered, I think Steve emailed us and he had the best description out of all of it. It's like these guns come out of the factory unfinished. And after tearing it down completely and looking inside, I completely understand what he's talking about. The inside of the receiver is rough. There's parts that are rough on the edges. The fit is not very good. And, you know, you get what you pay for, I guess, is one way of looking at it. But it does mean that the gun is recoverable. But if you send it to him or a gunsmith that can work over the Rossis, you can polish them down and get them significantly better. And hopefully, I haven't fired it yet, but I'm about to, so let's see how this one goes and see if it feels any better. I can already tell you that load is incredibly better than what it was before. that's a huge difference. Much improved. It's not hanging all the way at the open now. There's still a little bit of a catch there, but it's not hanging, which is helpful when you're trying to shoot fast. And the final close, this retainer spring and the lever, was just, it looks like it had just been pinched off and shoved in there. It had never been polished. So once that was polished and rounded, it's actually closing a lot better now. The weaker ejector spring is not throwing the rounds 10 feet in the air like it was. They're now more gently coming out of the gun. And we've also looked at the brass. It was tearing the brass up quite a bit. It's still leaving kind of a mark on it, but it's not crushing and harming the brass anymore, which is an improvement. It'll help lower the reloading costs. Not sure what that was. It's probably just me short stroking it. But yeah, it's hard on video to objectively measure things, but just to give you an idea, there's no way we could have done that from the factory. I'm not putting a huge amount of pressure. This is where it was hanging open and you'd have to snatch it back. I could now easily pull past that and actually close the lever. I could open it. You know, even when it's cocking the hammer, it's a nice smooth action now. So Robbie finishes up the steps in the video. I think we'll actually have us a nice rifle. Yeah, we noticed before that one of the rounds didn't fire. It's like it was a light strike. We're not sure what happened exactly with it yet, but that's what happened last time. It looks like it happened again this time. But not a problem. We're going to take a look at it and we're going to get it working.